guys, it's me, simming Pothead, and this is my first speed build that I'll ever do, ever. So, I'm going to try my best not to freak out if I mess up and have nothing to talk about. And it's kind of weird talking to myself because usually I'm talking to other people and nagging them, but I don't have a problem with not talking. It's just weird talking to no one, but really talking to someone that's not really there. Whoa. Anyway, so yeah, this is my channel, and I am doing a kind of range of things. I'm doing tutorial videos, but I also want to do speed builds because I really enjoy doing speed builds. Anyway, so recently I had a few issues with The Sims, and I was like spending 2 weeks trying to figure out what the heck was going on because none of my Sims would do anything, interact with any of the objects, and I had like kind of a freak out because I thought that all my furniture was destroyed, meaning that they couldn't really use any of the CC furniture, and I'd have to go back to the Maxis. And you know me and the Maxis don't really get along. So here I actually like to do a lot of lofty kind of New York City vibe stuff because you don't have to worry about the roofs, and I don't really know how to do that kind of stuff. I usually just like end up with like a box, and then like I'm good at doing the interior, but the exterior kind of sucks. So here you can kind of have like, you don't have to think about windows. It's all just like natural lighting, great view, and you kind of get to use your own space. They kind of just like let you make your own walls and stuff. So here I decided to do a loft for my girl, Woman's Not Hot. Her real name is Sheila. My sister named her on one of my live streams. I was like, now give me a name that you can think of, random name right now. And she's like, Sheila Goldberg. And I was like, that's the lamest name I've ever heard for a superstar. But I kind of wanted to base her off of the Man's Not Hot, because I found this really funny jacket that made me think of him. Big Shaq, he is a meme because he would always wear this jacket everywhere he went. And it was really funny because even in really hot climate, he would refuse to take off his jacket and would say, "Man's not hot." And he actually passed out once, and that's like the funniest thing I ever heard in my life. So I decided to commemorate that by making a woman version of Man's Not Hot. So yeah, this is her apartment. I wanted to go for a very like kind of modern but also eclectic because she's a little bit weird. She's not like your average Kim Kardashian. She's very like out there. I actually based her off of one of these celebrities, but I don't really know what her name is, but she has gray hair. You probably know who she is. She's really cool. She's kind of tomboy. She wears like these big jackets all the time. So I kind of based her off of that. I was like, I want to give her a different color hair. I don't want to go for like, normal gray hair or like white, blonde. I wanted to go for something like kind of blue but not too blue, so I gave her that. I have pictures of her on my simstagram if you want to see. But yeah, here was my favorite part. I was trying to make a bathroom that was like kind of like one of those fancy bathrooms. I was like, she's gonna have a jacuzzi, she's gonna have a shower, and it's gonna have like a separator, and it's gonna have like her sink there. So you'll see how that turned out. But yeah, I wanted the whole feel of the room to be like open space, but kind of like, those celebrities that buy all those kind of weird games and stuff, and they kind of have it all over, and they don't really have a concise, organized thing going on. Well, yeah, that's what I wanted to do, and have like when she had her friends over, it can just kind of be everywhere and not be like all squished into one spot. So I had like an open kitchen, and I'm gonna have an open kind of hanging out area, I guess you call it, and then have like a dance floor, we have a bar, all that fun stuff. So yeah, fun fact, back to the Woman's Not Hot, that I created a meme on my Simstagram that was actually pretty funny, if you want to check that out. But yeah, I went to Belgium for the first time like in March with my dad for spring break. For a week I went to Portugal, Belgium, and the Netherlands. It was a very quick trip. I got very, very like sick after because I was like abruptly in the time change, and I was like not ready for that. I had a lot of stress for homework. But anyways, the biggest event of that was in Belgium. I saw Big Shaq perform. I was like, who the heck is Big Shaq? And then everyone enlightened me on his meme and everything, and I was like, wow. That's hilarious. And I was actually pretty excited to go see him. And he showed up at like 3:30 in the morning, as all celebrities, I guess, do. And it was his first time in Belgium. He had his jacket on. And I was like kind of fed up. I was like, really, man? You show up at 3:30? I feel like in a way they kind of just wait to be cool to show up super late, because they'll be like, oh yeah, I'm fashionably late, but you guys are all waiting for me, when really they're just waiting at home watching TV like, I have nothing to do, but I gotta wait another 2 hours. So, yeah, and it was like at a nightclub. It was really fun. People were kind of worried because it was like around the same time that the Belgium terrorist attack happened, but like in nightclub, you gotta be worried. So my dad, I actually had to catch a plane that same day, 4 hours before, like I had to take a plane. I was still like, dancing, waiting for Big Shaq, and we were in this underground kind of like club thing. It was really cool. And yeah, my dad was flipping out because I wasn't answering the phone, and I was like, Dad, there was no signal, and he's like, I don't really care. I mean, it was my fault, but I'd be worried too, especially when you have to catch a plane in 4 hours. So I went home, went to sleep. I only got to see like 2 songs by Big Shaq. I don't even think he sang his like famous song that's like 1, 2, 3. I don't really know actually anymore. But yeah, enough about Big Shaq, because what I do want to talk about is the fact that I look so freaking stupid in my video, because like me just trying to look real close at what I'm doing on The Sims, and I just kind of look not aware that people are watching me. So the thing is that this was initially recorded, live streamed on my Twitch account, and then I downloaded it and I saved it, and now I'm turning it into a speed build for my YouTube. It's all very complicated. Honestly, I don't know how people do this as a living. I am hella fucking freaking tired, sorry. And it's a big process, because first you have to screen record on a live stream, you download it, and then you have to do the editing, and then you post it on your YouTube, and then I took screenshots at the end of the thing, and then I have to post that on Instagram to try and get people to watch this video. And it's just like, why can't I just be happy? Doesn't the stress kind of take over all of this happiness that you get from playing The Sims? I'm not really sure. Somebody that inspires me a lot for doing these videos is Little Simsy, because she's so young, and she has other stuff to do, go to college, but she still makes all these schedules to kind of get on track, keep it going. And I respect it a lot, but I'm also how do you do it? How do you still enjoy The Sims? Sims for me has always been therapeutic. It got me through 10 years of my life where I was stressing the hell out about literally everything, depression, anxiety, whatever. The Sims soothed me, made me able, it was kind of what I'm interested in is art therapy, which is basically using art as a way to express yourself in ways that words can't. And the act of making things creates a source of happiness that you can't really get from other things, and that's what I get from The Sims as well, because I kind of can use my creativity, and it's hands-on. I can kind of just create whatever I want, world that I want. I have full control, and I don't know, that's what makes me happy. But then when it comes to all of this planning and stuff, it just kind of sucks out all of the excitement of just being in the moment, and you're always feeling you have to do something to impress somebody watching, and it's hard to find that middle ground where it's you are doing your thing but people are watching, and they can like it or not like it, but you're still just doing your own thing. And that goes for life in general. I don't want to go into the whole philosophy of life, But yeah, anyways, back to the speed build. So here is the bedroom. She lives by herself, and I thought it was cool to have kind of that photography lighting, to light up her room, because I feel like she's very she needs that lighting to take the selfies. And she has a whole giant closet and the 3 wall mirrors to really be able to look good. And I downloaded the vintage stuff pack, I think, or the glamour stuff pack. There are 2, they should have been 1. And so I wanted the makeup table because initially I got the prom kind of mod, and I wanted to get the prom venue, but the thing is that the main thing was the punch bowls, and I was like, I don't have punch bowls, and what's the point of prom? So I was reluctant to really give a shit about that. And then all of a sudden I decided, you know what, I want this makeup table. I'm just gonna get the vintage stuff pack or glamour stuff pack and get these punch bowls so that I can have a prom. So I was thinking, now that Seasons is coming out, shouldn't there be a pack that literally just has everything that they should have added to the game, that everybody wanted in the game, but they kind of forgot in every stuff pack that they could have put it in? For example, horses. They could have put horses and pets. They didn't put horses and pets. Put it in the things we forgot pack. What else is there? There's cars. There's I don't know, anything that they can possibly think of that they should have put in one of the packs. I don't know. They're doing good about it. They're making the seasons. They're giving us what we want. But I feel like there's so many things that they left out that they could have put in to these stuff packs. And I feel like maybe more games and stuff. How in The Sims 3 they had all of those arcade games. Why was The Sims 3 so good? I just don't understand. I guess if you try to make the whole graphics better and build better, I guess it affects the way you can do gameplay. But if you think about it, The Sims 3, I don't know if you guys played The Sims 3, had a whole university pack where they went into a whole nother world where you were literally put into a university. I go to university, so it's kind of how did they do this so well, where they're oh yeah, you have your classes, you have your schedule, and you can go party, and then you're in your dorms, and it's just but to think about people trying to make that for The Sims 4, I'm I get why you leave so much out, because it looks so much more complicated, but whose fault is that? I feel it might be their fault, because they needed to make it a non-open world, so that technically, they thought it would make it easier, but honestly, if I'm thinking about it, to make the seasons all in every single loading screen sounds a lot harder to me. Or am I wrong? I'm not really sure how it works, but I guess it makes sense, because it's just I guess less is going on at the same time, but whatever. So here I was trying to make a kind of entryway, which I have a struggle with, because I'm sometimes I'm just I create these Sims in my mind that don't really correlate with the things that I've experienced in my life. So I'm oh, I'm gonna make a celebrity, but honestly, do I know how celebrities furnish their houses? Not really. I could be that person who watches Kim Kardashian on TV, but I don't really do that. And honestly, if I did do that, I'd get probably so many better design ideas from it. This could have ended up a little better. I just don't know what to do with so much space. It makes me uncomfortable. So I'm is it weird that the kitchen is right next to the entry, and you can, the bar is right there, you can eat it. You can eat the bar. You could eat at the bar. Because I was I wanted to make a dining room, but I was where should the dining room be? And then I was should furnish the fireplace? Should there be chairs? It's can I picture someone living here? But honestly, I kind of like the open space here. Now, I was trying to make kind of a trophy shelf, because obviously she won a ton of Oscars or Grammys and stuff like that, so she needs to show off I would show off too, So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna put that. But then I was trying to find some trophies, and they were all like, you had to like achieve something to be able to use them. There's a cheat to be able to use those stuff, but I didn't feel like looking it up, so I just use like the little diamonds that you get for having The Sims 3 when you download The Sims 4. Yeah, I should stop talking so much. But yeah, I'm so excited for the seasons. Like, that was my favorite pack in season, The Sims 2, The Sims 3. I've been playing The Sims since I was 10 years old, or maybe 10 years old. Honestly, I knew about it since I was like 8, but my dad thought it was inappropriate because it was like 16 and up, because it's like, there's sex involved. But I'm like, it's so much more than sex that people need to calm the frick down. There's like a little flirting, but it changed my life, The Sims. It's like a whole different world that I live in. I love knowing something that other people kind of just aren't, like, you all have your thing, and it's just like you want to have this shared vocabulary with people. But not a lot of people play The Sims. At least they don't play it the way I play it. I play it in a way that's like, modding, and like, I understand why people don't really find it interesting if they only stick to the Maxis stuff. But yeah, it's cool to be able to talk to people about it. And like, if you stuck around from the very beginning, you can talk about, like, all of the Sims who, made it through The Sims 2, Sims 3, and Sims 4. Like, Bella Goth has her own story. Don Lothario, my main man, he's the best. He, I used to only play Don in Sims 2. I used to, like, help him cheat around, In my friend's game, I actually bought her The Sims 4 this year, so we could play together on her Xbox. And she ended up getting with Dawn and, like, as her baby daddy. But, like, he ends up being I knew it all along, he's a great dad. He just has commitment issues, and I think he just, like, he's put in the game to kind of develop and, like, become a better person throughout the game and find love in ways where he didn't think he wanted, I guess. And he's actually happy with his daughter and his son and my friend, and I didn't think that was gonna happen. So here I decided, let's put a DJ booth and a dance floor, so that we can, like, I don't know, they can dance and stuff, have real fucking freaking parties. I don't know, I would like to have parties here. I download a lot of venues from the gallery to try and create, like, my own world. I guess I'll make a video about that, like, give you a tour around, like, the worlds that I am trying to build. So I downloaded, like, this mod that allows you to have all empty lots in, it's like a saves file with just, like, all the empty lots, so you can start from scratch. Yeah, I'm gonna probably post that on my blog. So I guess I haven't really talked about my blog recently, but yeah, my blog is about mainly giving you everything you need to know, like, all the access you need for anything Sims 4. So, like, my favorite CC creators, my favorite mods, but most importantly, it has, like, a section that helps you fix your game, because for 10 years, obviously, I've encountered a few issues with, like, The Sims in general, like, figuring out why there are glitches, like, why the furniture is disappearing when I'm placing it, like, why my game's crashing, why it's freezing, and, like, all the different kind of stuff, like, and I just wanted, like, people to be able to use a website that has all the answers on it, instead of having to go on search engines and, like, search up the thing, clicking on the links, and then investigating it. And I think it's a lot easier when all the information is just, like, on one page, because there are a lot of things that people don't really talk about that, like, people encounter, I don't know, that needs more light on the matter. Anyways, so, yeah, and then I added, like, a hookah bar, I did, like, a gambling table, I added, like, a foosball table. It's, like, literally, like, a man kind of loft, but it's just, like, everything you really need to have fun with your friends. Anyways, so I took a few screenshots, and here they are. I'm gonna put them on my Instagram, try and get people to click on it, look at the speed build. I'm really excited that this is my first speed build, and I hope that it turned out okay. I'm just like, how do I talk for 30 minutes? I don't even know what to talk about, but I guess as like time goes on, I'll like talk more about like how my life has been progressing, instead of just, talking about myself. I don't know. I'm like basing off of Lil Cinzy, her videos are so good, and I'm like, how does she talk for that long? Like, how does she know what to talk about? But I guess people write like a script or something. I'm kind of just like, I'll talk about whatever I want. I'm pretty surprised that the resolution came out so well actually for this video, because when I was videotaping it, I felt like it was kind of lagging a lot, but I think I finally figured out what the dimensions were. I think I'm actually gonna like document exactly what like dimensions I used, because my computer isn't great, but for some reason, like miraculously, my like streaming at first was like had like these black lines on the sides, and for some reason it wasn't like matching up, and like all of a sudden it just started working. I like plugged in like one number and it like fixed everything. So yeah, maybe I can like post that, but yeah, it's surprising that this is like such good resolution, especially like since I sped it up and everything too. And when I took the photos, like, they were surprisingly very well resoluted, and like to think that that's like maybe 1/3 of the amount that it could be is like, damn, Maxis, you did pretty well when it comes to the resolution of it all. But yeah, so I should probably end here. Here are some screenshots of the house, and follow me on simstagram, so that you can kind of see like the updates of like my next speed builds, or like something that I'm doing on The Sims. Next I'm gonna write my articles about I think fixing your Sims. I think I should do that before anything else. But yeah, I'm really excited. My Sims are working. I fixed the glitch. I fixed everything. Life is good. Thank you. And have a good day and keep on simming. I hope this inspired you. I'm going to post it on my Simspiration part of my blog, where you can be inspired by the different kind of creations I do, to kind of like tell you what you can do with The Sims, and like what you can do with The Sims. Yeah. Anyway, see you later. Peace out. And leave a comment below to give me any advice on how I can improve this, because there are definitely ways I can improve this. Anyway, see ya. Bye.